Hello friends, welcome back to the Matt Greer Music channel. So today I want to talk a little bit about this Playtronica controller. It's called Touch Me. This company wrote me a little while back and offered to send me this controller, and they had hoped that I would make a video about it, but I said, you know what, it kind of depends if it inspires me or not, and they said, well, that's fair. We'll send it to you anyway. If it doesn't click, don't worry about the video. We want you to try it. So I was like, all right, that's fair, cool, no problem. But anyway, full disclosure, they did send me this. So I've been thinking about how I wanted to use it for a while. It is a very esoteric kind of music controller. It's sort of more in the realm of theremin than like a keyboard or even a sequencer or anything like that. It yields a lot of unexpected results, and that might frustrate some people. But I thought, let's embrace the unexpectedness of it and find a use case for it which makes good use of that. So that's what I've been doing, and so what I've done here is I'm going to connect it to my OPZ. Now it'll interact with basically anything that works with USB MIDI, but a lot of hardware synthesizers would require a USB MIDI interface to sit in between. One of the things I love about the OPZ is that it is its own USB MIDI hub, so I don't have to really worry about having a middleman here. But anyway, that's just kind of for convenience sake. That being said, let's go ahead and just it's a little random, it's a little all over the place, and it's kind of hard for me to predict what's going to happen. But I kind of like that. So in terms of, inspiration, sometimes all of us have writer's block sometimes, and we get kind of in ruts of workflows, and I know I personally have a habit of saying in the same keys a lot of times. I'll play a lot of minors for a long period and just kind of get bored with that, but a device like this can quite easily take you into unexpected territory, and going there in that way can probably inspire you to try something new. So that's what I did here, and that's what I'm trying to do with my OPZ, is put a new interface that really is kind of unusual in my hands that I have to then interact with to make sounds on this synthesizer. So again, you can touch it, and various degrees of pressure or where your fingers are on these pads, plates, I don't know if you call them pads or plates, but will do different things. It'll change the notes. So that's kind of cool, definitely interesting to play with, but it also works with alligator clips, and I've got some here. And what I'm going to do with the alligator clips is put them on here on these little holes right there. Got two of them. And that way I can kind of sit this down, sit it to the side, and then you can clip these to basically anything that is conductive. You can use your fingers and interact with them if you want. Okay, that's fine. But you can also clip them to literally anything that's conductive. And I've seen people use everything from, fruit and vegetables to a bouquet of flowers, to their dog, or just their friends, or glasses of water, kind of interesting. But it won't work with plastic or something like that, but it will work with anything that's even minorly conductive. So that's pretty cool. So I could use a plant or whatever, but I'm just going to use a soda can. Obviously it's metal, so it'll be quite easy for it to conduct. And I've also, well, I'll show you in a second. I'll go ahead and clip one clip here to the bottom of the can. And then I can take the other. I guess I like the circular shape there because it kind of gives it sort of a somewhat repeatable, somewhat predictable note path. I don't know what you even call that, but it's something that's kind of fun in a way to like do this sort of circular motion and get notes out of it. I'm actually going to switch hands here. I'm going to put this left clip on the bottom. It will just sustain a note if you just leave them in place. Try to move these wires out of the way. cable's too long really, but it's fine. Anyways, so. All right, so I put a little bit of water on the can as well, because the water tends to, when it comes through this area where the water is, it increases the note. It becomes a higher tone. So it makes it a little more interesting, a little more variable. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to start my sequencer. You can hear that little metronome in the background. Turning on the record so that it'll record the note input. And I'm just going to kind of randomly so it recorded those notes to the sequencer. Now, it's kind of loosey-goosey, a little all over the place, but if I turn up the quantize, it makes it a little more structurally sound, I guess we'll say. Okay, pretty cool, and it's kind of random, it's kind of out there, it's very esoteric, but that is something that I wouldn't normally play. I would never think to play those notes in that order. So that to me can be very inspiring. So I'm going to take this out of the way now, and let's work with what we've built. See how bassline sounds. I don't love that sound. That's kind of cool. That's good. Okay. Pretty cool. Just, you know, all because of a bit of a random pattern that came from an unusual controller through a soda can. So, yeah, I think there's real value in something that takes you out of your comfort zone, makes you work with something that is not typical to what you're used to working with. I mean, it's not a keyboard. It's not pads. It's not any of the normal things that we usually work with with a synthesizer. So I think that's interesting. So if you find yourself in a creative rut, or you just want to try more experimental interfaces, maybe give one of these guys a try. All right, y'all, that's it for me today. I hope you have a great weekend and an awesome holiday season. I'll see you later. Bye.